I haven't met anyone who didn't want to be liked. And you won't get far in life if people don't like you, especially leaders, entrepreneurs, executives. Those of us in leadership roles, we need to be able to have people want to follow what it is we're doing. Now, it's likely true that there are more people who like you than you think like you, because we do tend to be negative about ourselves. But there are some secrets that, if you put them into practice, can make all the difference in the people that you lead. My name is Jason, and I have been a leader for more than 30 years. I have been a take the hill, take no prisoners, make it happen kind of leader. But there were many seasons in my life where I couldn't get momentum. I couldn't seem to accomplish the vision, implement the strategy, and make things happen. That is, until I learned the secret that I'm going to share with you today. If you want to lead people and be liked in the process, you're going to need two skills, two key skills that you're going to need to implement regularly if you want to be the kind of leader that people want to follow. The first skill is you need to care. You probably have heard the expression, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. But I want to add my own expression of that. And that is that people won't go with you until they know that you're with them. Let me say that again. People aren't going to go with you until they know that you are with them. So care is the first one. Second thing is curiosity. Curiosity. If you and I don't take interest in other people, we will lack what we need to lead them. Look, the reality is it's not abnormal to focus on yourself. In fact, most people in the world focus on themselves. So it's not abnormal even for you as a leader to focus on yourself, on your leadership, on your vision, on your strategy, on your direction. Nobody will say that's not normal, but you won't be truly liked. People will not follow you, and you ultimately won't be successful until you turn your attention to the other person. Maybe to say it another way, the best way to get people to care about what is important to you is for you to care about what's important to them. So, what does that look like practically? Allow me to share 4 quick thoughts that will make the difference in your leadership. Number one, start with their perspective, not yours. What's it like to be them? What are they dealing with? And if you don't know the answer to those 2 questions, then that's where your curiosity should start, finding out the truth about what their perspective is. Number two, get curious about their why. Get curious about their why. Don't think to yourself, what would I have done in that situation? Get curious about what it is that may be driving them. Why did they make the choices that they made? Number three, tap into the emotions. Listen underneath the words to try to mine out the feelings and emotions that the other person is experiencing, even as they tell you whatever it is they're telling you. And number four, don't assume. Assumptions are caring killers. Assumptions are caring killers. When we assume that we know what makes another person tick, or what it is that they're dealing with, or how important something is to them, we will miss the opportunity for them to engage, for them to share, for them to let us know what's going on in their lives. You see, even if you're right, you will rob them of the opportunity of engaging. And they'll think, why am I here? He or she already knows what I think. He or she already knows what I feel. Why even bother sharing? So don't assume. Plus, you want to remember the human bias. The human bias is that we assume usually the worst about other people rather than believe the best. The human bias is that we assume the worst rather than believing the best. So even though you may think you know why they did that or what they're doing or how they process that information, the reality is you're likely wrong. So let's get good at being curious and showing and demonstrating care about the other person. Ask good questions. Things like, tell me more about that. Or, I'd love to know how you came to that conclusion. Or, what's it been like lately to be you? What's that like for you? How do you process that? How did that make you feel? By simply taking an interest in the other person, you will demonstrate care. By asking good questions, you will demonstrate curiosity. And as you begin to get to know the people around you, whether that be the people that you work with, your peers, the people who report to you, your spouse, your children, whoever it is that you're involved with relationally, when they know that you care and that you're curious, they will likely like you. And when they like you, they will follow you, especially if you're leading them to a place that's going to help them be better, do better, live better. Hey, if you like what you're hearing, even if you don't, I'd still love for you to subscribe, follow me, whatever it is that they do these days. But I'd love to be able to be involved in helping you live and lead from the inside out. My name is Jason Stonehouse. I'll talk to you again.